What's happening, everyone? Today we're here to cover a fragrance, a flanker from a house that never really disappoints. So let's see how Noir Absolu pans out against the others. It's coming up right now. What's going on, everyone? Max Forti back with another review for you. This time around we're going to be looking at Valentino Uomo Noire Absolu. This particular fragrance was released at the tail end of last year, around October, November, and it took me a little while to get my nose on this one, but I am glad I did. You're looking at $118 for a 100 ml bottle just like this one. This one is not yet found discounted. However, I have to say the bottle is just stunning. It's perhaps one of the best designer looking bottles in the game. Valentino Uomo Noire Absolu comes to us in an EDP Eau de Parfum concentration. The perfume behind this one is Sophie Laub. And the sprayer is really nice. You get a great mist, really nice distribution with this one. A fragrance that embodies Oriental at its finest. This is perhaps one of the best releases from last year. Had I tried this fragrance ahead of time, this would definitely made my top designer releases from 2017. This one is a great combo of creamy sandalwood and iris, sprinkled with some black pepper and cinnamon, and a beautiful incense that surrounds the whole composition, which makes it very mysterious, a little bit smoky, and definitely very sensual. Valentino Uomo Noire Absolu has niche quality written all over it. From the beginning to the heart and the dry down, you can smell and you can feel the quality through and through. If I gave you guys a sample of this fragrance and just sent it to you with a question mark and had you smell it, I guarantee that 90% of you would tell me, or more than 90% of you would tell me this is a niche composition as opposed to a designer fragrance out there, because it has all the right components, ingredients, and it has that mysterious, unique quality feel that you get with most great iris, sandalwood niche fragrances that you find in the market today. If you weren't really a fan of the lipstick or the powdery vibe that you got with some of the iris fragrances in the market, definitely try this one. It's going to be more of a creamy, almost chocolatey feel to the fragrance. Not so much gourmand, but a really good quality creamy sandalwood iris combo here that is just to die for. Composition is balsamic. It's creamy with just the right amount of smokiness and a little bit of a hint of sweetness to it. It's just blended to perfection. It's just great, pleasant, inviting. Like I said, amazingly sensual with a little hint of mysteriousness. Just a great scent. So, what does the fragrance remind me of? It's actually very unique. However, if you took Dior Homme and you paired up with Black Orchid from Tom Ford, and you put those two together, you add some, components to this fragrance like the black pepper, and maybe made it a little bit creamier, less, pungent like you get with Tom Ford Black Orchid. This perhaps is what you would have gotten with this fragrance. So again, Absolu is just very well blended, perfect, unique, classy, sophisticated, elegant, and has that exotic kind of feel to it, which is really amazing. Nothing in the market is going to smell like it. It's going to resemble the fragrances that I talked about, but it goes into its own direction. Like I said, Oriental at its finest. You're going to be looking at performance that's just great. 7 to 8 hours solid with this fragrance. If you spray your clothes, you're going to extend that life. As far as projection, it's going to push very well for the first 2 hours, extremely well, might I add. I wouldn't do more than 2 to 3 sprays. Again, it's one of those strong ones. It starts off really powerful. You're going to get a phenomenal sillage with this one. You will not go unnoticed with this one, trust me. You could rock this fragrance all year round if you wanted to. However, I think this would shine most at early spring. Fall and winter would be the best times for this fragrance. I think it's awesome for, evening wear, if you go into a nice dinner, a nice get-together, romantic situations. Definitely dressier occasions for this fragrance. I do believe this is a more mature kind of a scent. I think people 25 to 30 and up would really appreciate the scent, especially if you have a seasoned nose. Some people might think this is a little bit different or weird. But again, if you appreciate iris, if you love sandalwood, creamy incense kind of fragrances that are exotic, unique, and oriental, you will absolutely go gaga over this one. Again, more mature, but it's also androgynous. I can see a lady pulling this off beautifully. My final thoughts here on Valentino Uomo Noire Absolu. It couldn't be any better. A great release from the house of Valentino. They never cease to amaze me. From everything that I have from them, I always am impressed with the quality, with performance, and the scent. They usually blend their fragrances really well. And the great thing about Valentino company is that they don't put out so many fragrances throughout the years. If you look back, they have very little fragrances, But over the past, let's say 5, 6, 7 years, they have been releasing a lot more fragrances, and this Uomo line is one that's amazing. I love them all. Perhaps the aqua is a little bit lighter, but all of them smell fantastic, and this one is no different. Kudos to the house of Valentino for putting out something that's really unique, captivating, alluring, and really sensual in this particular fragrance here. Try this out. You're not going to disappoint, especially if you love really exotic oriental fragrances. You will absolutely fall in love with this one. So guys, at this time I want to ask you guys to please drop your comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the whole house of Valentino. What are your favorites from this house? What do you think about Valentino Uomo Noire Absolu? Have you tried this one? Do you like it, love it, hate it? Whatever the case may be, please comment below. Let's start a little conversation. And of course, don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing for a lot more content. Your support really matters a lot on this channel. And don't forget to enable notifications so you guys always get first dibs on fragrance news, new releases, giveaways, and everything fragrance that happens on this channel. In the meantime, everyone, stay fragrant, keep on spraying, and of course, as always, I got you covered. See you next time.